Faster. Don't kill anyone, AOC. Don't do it. DMCA takedowns are ravaging Twitch, while the career of oh my God, there's the dead body. AOC killed somebody. The careers of other streamers are going down because of DMCA takedowns. These music takedowns that hit YouTube and hit the rest of the internet are finally hitting Twitch in a major way. Everything you need to know to save your Twitch channel, to find out what's going on with politics mixing with streaming. What does this mean for you as a live streamer that's trying to make this happen full time? All those answers in this episode of the Digital Drop Podcast. Cast is sponsored by Restream. Why live stream to one platform when you can simultaneously live stream to every platform to discover new audiences faster using Restream.io? Go.
So, you got all your content taken down from Twitch. Yesterday, a lot of Twitch streamers woke up. I didn't guess wake up. They got a fun little email saying that all their content had essentially been erased, or not all of it, but a lot of it, because of an increase of DMCA takedowns that came in last June. I am literally going to read this email to you word for word, and then we're going to get the guys' opinions on this. We are writing to inform you that your channel was subject to one or more of these DMC takedown notifications and that the content identified has been deleted. We recognize that by deleting this content, we are not giving you the option to file a counter notification or seek a retraction from the rights hold. In consideration of this, we have processed these notifications and are issuing you a one-time warning to give you the chance to learn about copyright laws and the tools available to manage content on your channel. Ooh, that's a lot to take in if you're a Twitch streamer, am I right?
It sure is. And this is got to be a confusing time for a lot of Twitch streamers. And let's just break it down and make it really simple. So on my channel, AWOL Digital, I've been telling you guys for quite a long time, in about 10 or 20 different live streams and videos, that the DMCA, the music apocalypse, is coming. And a lot of people didn't listen. They said, you know what, I'm looking around, I'm seeing other big streamers streaming pop music or streaming music that's clearly under a record label over here. And they're like, nobody else's channel's going down. If the big guys are doing it, I should do it. And the thing is, eventually, every single streaming platform is going to experience the exact same thing because the music industry is desperate for revenue. They have no idea how to adjust in this new internet age. They're still stuck on the idea that music is worth a lot of money on its own. And it's just not anymore because of the internet. As soon as MP3s were invented, it became significantly less valuable. The value of music was decimated. And so this is a dying call from the music industry to say, this new internet thing's here and we don't like it. Let's take down everyone that's using our music illegally, and we're going to sell our cassettes, CDs, and records and come back and make money the right way. The reason why we're not successful anymore as the music industry is because of these kids stealing our music on the internet. That's what the people are thinking that are behind these music industries, that are behind these music labels, behind these companies that are doing these DMCA takedowns, and you're not going to change their mind. They have to literally die of old age for this type of thinking to go away. So we've got another 10, 15 years, guys, streamers, creators, influencers, everybody that's watching, of the music industry thinking this way. So no matter which platform you're streaming on, no matter which platform you're releasing content on, the music industry is coming for you. And so you need to be very conservative in where you get your music from for your live streams. Even if you're making it transformative, even if it's fair use, etc., it's not good enough. It's not going to protect you unless you have a contract in hand that you have signed with the music rights holder for the music that you have on your stream, like we have for this show, for example. You are not safe. And this DMCA takedown wave proves that once again. What do you guys think, guys?
You know, something I see very often. And after the last DMCA takedown wave, what was this, a couple months ago? All the creators were like looking for solutions, and there was so much bad advice out there. There was some good stuff too. There were artists who were taking their content and saying, "Hey, my content is cleared the stream. You're good to use it. Whatever." No, don't listen to artists about their own music. Don't do it, because they don't have the say, especially if they're working with a record label. Their record label has the say. So a lot of time you're getting artists saying, hey, my latest album, it's cleared, streamers, you can use it. But in reality, that's not necessarily the case. and you don't know that from the artists themselves for sure. Now, there are some artists who went through and then talked to their record label and, you know, made it so that their album could be cleared for use. And in that case, maybe, but you still need some sort of written confirmation. I still wouldn't do it unless you have paper in hand or email in hand or whatever that says you so-and-so can use this content on your stream. Otherwise, it's still going to get claimed. And so let's take an example, even on Facebook gaming, even if you have the rights to it, right? Facebook gaming doesn't know that you have the rights to it. So they're still going to knock down your content and they're still going to claim it. And DMCA is still going to come in and do those things because Facebook doesn't know that you have permission to use it. So then you have to go through fighting it and all of that. I would just avoid it all entirely for now. I would avoid it all entirely for now. Do you really need to be playing popularized music on your live streams? Can you figure out something else that might work? Some other solution, like, you know, using the in-game background music, maybe? In some cases, that's not even good though, like in Grand Theft Auto, as a good example, right? So it's so confusing out there for so many creators. I think for now, it's best to just have a hands-off approach unless you have that written confirmation in hand, like you're saying. Hey, well, I don't know. Am I off base here, Ross? What's your take, man?
No, you're 100% spot on. And let me tell you how serious this is. Now, what I'm about to say, I think I've told this story before. It's not necessarily music, but it still applies. One of the guys I represent, he's a popular comedian. He sent me his album, a audio clip from his album. We turned it into a video and posted it on his Facebook page. His album on his Facebook page. Facebook suspended his account because he doesn't own the rights to it. Facebook doesn't care whether if you do not have that contract in hand that says you cannot play this audio, whether it's, you know, a clip from a news station or a music or a comedy album, they can take it down. They do not need your permission. They do not need to ask. Even if you created it, if you do not own the rights to it, it will be taken down. It's just not worth it anymore. And it's really such a shame that now, out of everything else that you have to, when it comes to picking what title you're going to play, you know, what are you going to do as a streamer? Now you really have to take seriously, and you should have before, but now more than ever, what kind of game are you playing and what is the music in the game? Can that music literally end your streaming career on Twitch, like we've seen in the past 24 hours?
That makes sense. So let's talk about some solutions. So we talked about all the bad stuff. So what should you guys do? So what I recommend, there's a couple services I would recommend you guys look into and potentially subscribe to or use that will give you a legitimate agreement or the rights to use music in your content. One of them is Epidemic Sound. Another one is, I believe, Pretzel Rocks is the name of it, that's built into Streamlabs OBS. And another one is by a guy named Harris Heller, Alpha Gaming. You guys might be familiar with him. It's called Stream Beats. And he says, if you email him, that he will literally send you a legal agreement that expressly says that you have the rights to use his Stream Beats music in your live streams. So don't play music in your live streams unless you have that agreement in hand, unless it says your name, your business name, and that you expressly have the rights to distribute that music, to monetize that music on all platforms globally, worldwide, in perpetuity. Okay? You need to have all of the rights for that music forever. So one thing to also be careful of is if you subscribe to a music streaming service or what have you, be sure that when you sign up, that the music that you use in your content while you're subscribed, you can continue to use that music forever, because your replay of your stream may exist on your channel, and then 3 years down the line, if you don't have the express rights to have that music exist on the internet 3 years from now, boom, you could get struck then. So be very careful, do your research, and if you don't understand how any of this works, then you need to consult a lawyer or use no music at all. I'm dead serious. So the big services like Epidemic Sound, pretty safe, right? I'm not a lawyer, but I'm telling you, that's pretty safe. Services where you purchase music on Audio Jungle or any of these like corporate media music websites, you literally buy the license for the music, those are safe, because you literally have a legal agreement in your hand. I've had artists that I've talked to Ross's point a moment ago, and to Parent's point, and I asked them, hey, I will buy the license to use your music in my live streams. I would love to use your music. And they said, all right, man, can you copy paste me the links to your YouTube videos? And then I'll make sure that that video is whitelisted so that I don't claim you. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Because like they said earlier, when that artist signs with a label, the label's going to plug in their tracks into a system and then strike everything down or claim literally everything that ever had that music track ever. You're not safe in those situations. So word of mouth isn't good. Shaking hands isn't good. A post on somebody's website isn't good. You need to have the long form legal agreement. Okay. So moving forward, should Twitch streamers and streamers be worried about this getting worse than it currently is, guys? Or do you think this is the end of it?
Oh, this is just the beginning. Are you kidding me? Like, clearly they're going to keep doing this. And so this last one this is like the final warning one before shit gets real. Okay. So if you got hit by this last one, like, you're good. But Twitch issued this as like a warning and in such a way that you can't dispute the claim, and they just deleted the content. And it's basically a one-time warning, quote unquote, from Twitch saying, we could strike and totally remove your channel, but this is the last warning we're going to give all of you before this gets serious, and we're just going to start banning and removing channels, and legal stuff is going to start really happening for all of you. So I would take this extremely seriously. This has been softball until this point in time. It's about to get really, really serious on Twitch. It's not quite as clear if it's already pretty serious on Facebook Gaming. So, and Facebook Gaming, they just made deals with all the major record labels for partners to be able to stream popular, all the mainstream or popular music, or just anything that's covered under the main record labels. But even that's a bit suspect in really early stages right now. So I would be careful anywhere, but especially take it extremely seriously on Twitch. I would highly suggest going back through all of your Twitch videos, downloading them so you have them, and just wiping them all out, because there's no point in having yourself be at risk from this point moving forward. And then I would be very careful and just not touch music, period. Unless, as AWOL is saying, you've got that agreement in hand.
Yeah, AWOL pointed out yesterday on Twitter, he kind of said, is there any other solution to this? Kind of jokingly. Obviously, this is a very important case to be made for restreaming on multiple platforms. Because look what's about to happen on Twitch. People are essentially because there's no way to really go back and track what content on Twitch has this music in it. So there's a good chance that you could literally lose, if you're streaming exclusively to Twitch, there's a good opportunity that you could literally lose every video that you have on there. If it's got some kind of music on there, you have to go back right now and download all your content, like Perrin just said, just so you can have it on record. But like I said, this is a good argument for restreaming, where if it gets taken down on one platform, you can still have it on another platform, so you don't necessarily lose that content, right, AWOL?
That's right. And if you could post the link below. So this is why we're talking about restreaming all the freaking time. Twitch can randomly ban your channel, as we saw in the case of Dr. Disrespect, for no reason, basically, that they'll disclose. They can and they do such a bad job of managing music on their platform. They are 5 years plus behind in terms of managing music. The fact that Twitch has a DMCA reckoning today in 2020 is preposterous. YouTube started dealing with this years and years and years ago because they took it seriously. And sure, YouTube claiming sucks. Sure, the YouTube copyright system sucks, but at least there's a system. At least you can get a heads up on who's claiming you. You can get a heads up on what track it was, and there are multiple ways to resolve that, including providing documentation that you have the rights to that music and actually having some sort of moderation process. With Twitch, it's mystery nuclear bomb is about to hit your channel, and fuck you. That's the system. So restreaming makes a lot of sense because these different platforms clearly have very different business philosophies and clearly have very different levels of respect for you, the creator. If they respected you, they would invest millions of dollars into putting a system into place to help you out when the eventual DMCA takedown apocalypse has occurred. Do you don't think that Twitch executives knew this were coming? Of course they knew this was coming. 10 years ago, they knew this was coming. And they didn't do anything to build systems to help you. Instead, they're just like, well, you know what? When it happens, it happens. And they probably invested all of their resources into legal to protect themselves when this happens. But they invested nothing to protect you. And so if you're live streaming and releasing content on multiple platforms, you can diversify your risk essentially when legal stuff comes down the pipe, so that maybe your Twitch channel dies out of nowhere. You think Twitch is going to come help you out? Viewer, do you think Twitch is going to come help you out? Absolutely not. And that's why you need to have streams and content everywhere. Restream is one of those solutions, and that's why we believe in it. Every time one of these apocalypses, whether it's the adpocalypse or the DMCA apocalypse or whatever it is, happens, you guys, that's yet another stark reminder that being exclusive on any platform, if they're not paying you cash, if they're not giving you gigantic promotion, or they're giving you some kind of other insane business benefit, you should absolutely not be exclusive. And somebody in chat right now is posting that they got a email from Twitch telling them that they shouldn't be restreaming on Twitch because it's against their terms of service. I was not aware of that terms of service change. I haven't heard of that. The agreement that I signed with Twitch all those years ago is a non-exclusive agreement with Twitch. And so if they're emailing you telling you it's against their TOS, be sure to take a look at their TOS and see what it is. Are you talking about Twitch affiliate? Are you talking about Twitch partnership? Or are you talking about the general TOS of Twitch? Actually look at it. Don't just take Twitch's word for it. Because just because some representative or some email came in saying that you should stream exclusively to Twitch doesn't mean that's actually true. Because Twitch is only looking out for their own business interests, not for yours. And it's in their own business interest for as many streamers as possible to be exclusive on their platform so they can sell more advertising and they can make more money. But that doesn't help you. That only helps them. Is that clear? I hope so. Back to you after that rant.
Let's change gears a bit because, DMCA apocalypse, that's not the best news, but something cool did happen last night in the streaming world. We had a politician streaming to Twitch, and I want to get what you guys think about that. But AOC streamed Among Us on Twitch to a big acclaim. She peaked with over 400,000 concurrent viewers. At some point, the VOD on it this morning has 4.7 million views. Woo. She streamed with all the other famous, big named live streamers, and this was a big event. And it was kind of nice seeing, a politician be modern with their taking with audiences and doing something in the streaming side. So Ross, what do you think about politicians? Well, first of all, what was your take on the stream? What did you think about it? And what do you think about politics and politicians entering into Twitch as a general thing?
I think it's necessary. I'm going to be one of the few people that probably say it's necessary. And I enjoyed it. Doesn't matter what you think about AOC's politics, what side you're on. She's an entertaining personality. So I was very entertained. And she had a lot of other guests on there that were big names as well. So it was well planned out. I thought it was well strategized. I thought everyone did great. I enjoyed the stream. But why do politicians need to be doing live streams? Because look at where we are in politics today. I believe the average age of the politician is like 58 years old. Most of the people who are making laws in this country are over the age of 70, the people who have says. We've seen in hearings and stuff that you've seen was Mark Zuckerberg, that a lot of these politicians have no idea how the tech world works. They literally confuse Facebook and Google.
They were asking Zuckerberg questions about how to fix their Twitter account. You know what I'm saying?
It's absolutely just, it's a little bit repulsive that these people who have no idea about the platforms and the technology are the ones making the laws about it. We need politicians like this to come down, take off, the work clothes, the tie, put on, whatever, and just have a good, fun stream and something that can be relatable to younger audiences to get them out to vote and to actually put like a personality to the face of the politician. It's something that we don't normally see. We've seen this a lot pick up in podcasting with Bernie Sanders and a lot of people going on different podcasts like the Joe Rogan Experience. We've seen how relatable then those people just become when they're not given just 20 seconds to answer a question that could decide thousands of lives up on a platform on national TV so they can cut to the advertising. No, we need actual relatable people, and having people like AOC do this, it makes them more relatable. It makes them more trustworthy. We actually get to see who they are as a human being, and especially moving forward as the tech industry just takes everything over, that's going to be more and more important.
I totally agree with that. My take on the AOC stream is similar. I think this is a smart move. I think this is the third largest premiere of any stream ever for a big streamer. I think behind only like I think only Ninja and Shroud ever peaked that high on Twitch as a single streamer, non-esports. So clearly there's a ton of interest in seeing something like this from AOC or anyone else. And anybody out there, in my opinion, that says, don't mix your politics with your gaming, get your politics off my platform, I think that ship has already sailed, to be perfectly honest, with Twitch's most popular content having nothing to do with gaming at all. So, you know, the top category on Twitch in 2021 is going to be just chatting, not gaming. So anybody who says that Twitch should stay gaming, I mean, we're way past that now. Twitch is going toward mainstream. It's going toward conversations about the world, conversations about life, conversations about what's happening with an individual person and their own personality. And that's what people want. It's not because Twitch is forcing that on us. It's not because there's some political agenda out there. It's just because literally viewers want that. And the viewers dictate where the industry goes, not any of these platforms or any of these major streamers. So I think this is good. I'd like to see, not just on the Democrat side, I'd like to see some Republicans also getting on Twitch.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I'd like to see politicians of all types that are actually gamers. I think there's some guy in Hawaii, actually a senator in Hawaii that's a gamer, that's fighting EA for microtransactions. I want to see that guy on Twitch talking smack about EA and getting in there and playing Call of Duty or whatever the hell he wants to do. Let's get politicians from all sides of the conversation on Twitch, playing games and talking to young people about the important issues of today and just having a good time. This is how you communicate with young people in the future. Or in the today, and AOC gets it. So let's get Republicans and Democrats and independents and everybody on Twitch playing video games and just being relatable and maybe just having fun for a while instead of yelling at each other on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? What do you think, Perrin?
Yeah, I think we need to like make Twitter not the only politician platform. I think, Ross, your point hits home the most, and it's just about having there not be such a gap between the people who are making decisions for our country and society as a whole being so far dissociated from technology and where it's currently at. And getting into streaming is a good way to kind of connect yourself with where technology is, because streaming, especially in the last couple of months, has been a very useful technology for us to communicate, to get human interaction when we are supposed to be locked down and trying to get rid of a nationwide pandemic or a worldwide pandemic. So it's been a useful tool. We need them to connect more with the younger demos, etc. I'm really glad that AOC has been showing some leadership on doing something like this. She's the perfect kind of candidate, I think, to get a start and to show what's possible here. I really hope to see more of it. And yeah, Twitch is already really political. There's already politics on Twitch. Some of the biggest streamers are doing politics there already. So we're not going to be able to avoid this. It's literally already happening. So we may as well embrace it, have some fun with it, enjoy it, because that's the point. I'm good. What do you guys think?
That's it, man. And if you guys are interested in coaching, I offer one-on-one coaching for creators and streamers. You can head on over to awaldigital.com. And at my website, you can book me for one-on-one coaching. If you want me to help you walk through which platforms you should select, how to deal with these music issues we're talking about, how to grow your stream, your YouTube channel, you literally just schedule me. I'll talk with you one-on-one and I'll help you with your strategy. I've been doing this for a living for the last 10 years, and I work with some of the biggest creators in the entire world and guys that are just starting out. And there was a hilarious joke in chat I'd like to address. And Jacob A. Dallet says that we should have new political debates in the COD gulag. I totally agree with that.
That's brilliant.
In the gulag, like Democrats and Republicans like chucking rocks at each other. Anyway, that obviously that won't accelerate the political debate. But anyway,
well, it certainly can't make it any worse.
You can't make it any worse. You really can't. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the Digital Drop podcast today. There is one other thing I'd like to bring up. That was brought up in chat, and Desmo was asking us, hey, Twitch is emailing me about violating their TOS, and he clarified from earlier in the podcast that he is a Twitch affiliate. Yes, so many of you guys have brought up, if you are a Twitch affiliate, Twitch probably will try to ask you to be exclusive on their platform. Certainly, if you're a Twitch partner, they'll ask you to be exclusive on their platform. We have said it time and time again. We do not personally recommend going exclusive on any platform. Okay? Twitch affiliate? Do they give you money to be on Twitch affiliate? Do they give you promotion to be on Twitch affiliate? Do they give you some kind of massive business benefit to be on Twitch affiliate? I don't think so. So you really need to think like, people automatically think, I need to be Twitch affiliate. I need to sign up for an exclusive agreement today. Do you? Are you gonna make the most money that way? Are you gonna accelerate your career the most that way? How are those DMCA takedowns feeling right now? Audio streamers.